having a great day. It's raining here. And rain is supposed to stay with us here in LA and California for the next few days. Look, Dow plunges 10% in biggest one-day percentage drop since 1987. No doubt about it. The fear has gripped the markets now that it's in pandemic mode since yesterday. All that you hear on media, channel by channel, doesn't matter where you go, is that the coronavirus is taking over. Yassine, Mark, how are you? Now, this is the lowest I've ever seen Uber stock go, the very, very lowest. One of my rideshare subscribers earlier on sent me a screenshot and said, hey, this is what it's on, right? And that was this morning, $23 on Uber, right? It's now already on $22.61. So it's basically in free fall, wiping out billions and billions of dollars. On the stock market, trillions of dollars are being wiped out. And I had a brief, good back and forth with Uber attorneys this morning, text-wise. And in that text, I reiterated, please, this is what drivers and riders need. From your company, we need a critical list of high-risk riders or high-risk passengers where the companies, Uber and Lyft, know, based on the data that they have of people that are high-frequent travelers within many countries. And usually these people are salespeople representing products, going to shows, doing convention after convention. You know, that list, I don't know how big that number is, but I told the attorney, put it out there, and block those individuals with coming into contact with people like Ukaman, Eric, Tim, Sandyman, Abstract Echo, etc. Why? Because you know those people, you know where they travel, and let's start working together. That's what I wrote to them, right? And can you just imagine, I mean, they say we in lag time now, this is reality, we're 10 days behind Italy, right? Italy was a certain amount of days behind China, right? But look at Massachusetts today, got hammered, New York, California's taking, these numbers are growing. And, you know, we're told, hey, don't fear, it'll all go away. The bottom line is that we have to be realistic here. Let's just think worst case scenario, that it's really going to grow and grow and grow. Let's just work with that. Let's get prepared for bigger numbers, right? Let's get tests out there. Let's prevent, work smart together. And what I asked this attorney is, I said, I do understand that, and I'm not shy to say this. I said, you know, I do understand that Dara is more like the introverted, shy type of guy, doesn't like the media. We know that. But we need a guy who comes out there now and just grabs the microphone, you know, disinfects the microphone first and says, here's what we're doing. And here's how we're cooperating with various institutions. And here is what we are doing for drivers and riders. We need someone who comes out there and installs confidence, because confidence relates to your stock price. If people, the public, have confidence and the perception that you are doing, or at least trying, then you can rebound this. But if you have no game plan, you have no announcements, you're living in the dark, you're living in this quiet room, right? This is what happens, right? Or this is what happens. So Dara K, or he nominates someone, has got to get out there and say, we have identified high-risk passengers. We are cutting them off so that you, the driver, know we will not couple you. We will not put you together with that high-risk rider, right? I think that is one massive step, Dara, in the right direction. And to that attorney, I'm not allowed to reveal his name, I think that is the right step and attitude that you guys need to do now, today, yesterday. Because if you don't, you're going to be putting out more fires. And what do I mean by more fires? I mean more legal fires, right? The more negligent you come across, the more non-sharing, non-informing you become. When people start becoming infected and they can truly prove it was through their negligence of allowing riders to connect with drivers, you have mammoth lawsuits happening. You can subpoena that data. You can get data of databases, right? And you can use that in court, right, to show that there was massive negligence. So the sooner they break this news, the sooner they go out there and share critical information, no matter how good or how bad, it will be better to put even out your worst info, right? They put out their sexual assaults numbers, didn't really impact them. It's because they were they're not the true numbers, but they were semi-true. But that to me was a step in the right direction. Reveal your numbers, reveal what's going on within those walls, right? You know what's sitting on your servers, you know what data you have access to, share it, not only to the CDC, but also with the drivers. I do want, within the next 48 hours, I want to see a critical list, what they deem a critical list of high frequent travelers that have Uber rider accounts, so that they are not coupled with drivers. Because otherwise we're a driving petri dish, problematic rider comes in, breeding ground, drive around 20, 30 trips, right? And then just sharing that, right? So to get this under control, I think two things. Make some really smart announcements, right? Show a clear game plan and show leadership. Tyrestrion says, what if Uber shuts down and Lyft? A lot of people will be homeless. You mean a lot of drivers would be homeless, right? Can you just add a little bit of more explanation to that, right? Trevina Williams, I see you. Casanova, caught you live. How are you? Ryan Sullivan, what are these platforms doing for drivers who are clearly seeing a decline in rides? It took me 3.5 hours to complete a 5-ride streak yesterday. Yeah, and you know what? The trips are going to go down. The amount of trips are going to go down. Riders will not get into that car if they know there have been 20, 30 riders before them, right? And that's why you have to have game plans. I mean, these companies have to really stockpile kits, send them out to drivers, right? Do everything in their power to spend some money to slow this down, because right now it's lives over dollars, right? Down the line, it can be again maybe dollars over lives, right? But right now it's about, you have the NCAA just canceling March Madness right now, just as I speak, just came in right now. NCAA cancels March Madness tournament. You have the NBA who've stopped the tournaments, and. So if you say, hey, this is all just fear-induced, no, this is real. There's 2 NBA players on the Utah Jazz team that are infected. This is real. Tom Hanks and his wife caught this in Australia. This is real. So, to the deniers that say, oh, you know what, you're just injecting more and more fear. No, I'm talking about actual facts, actual numbers, actual people, actual happenings, right? That's what this channel is about. It's not about fabricating stuff or putting fear into it. All I say is, to Uber, minimize your legal damages, right? With this whole coronavirus thing, share the information openly, so people can't come back to you afterwards and sue the crap out of you because you were negligent. And as Chris, one of our subscribers, correctly says, deniers are stupid. I don't want to brand them as stupid. I would just say they're ignorant. They're not open. Deniers are not open to real facts. It's the same with climate change. Like, oh, it doesn't exist. It does exist, right? Bottom line is the Earth's surface is warming. Glaciers are disappearing. Oceans are rising. Blah, blah, blah. So you can tell me, oh, Deny, 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 deny. The fact is there's facts, there's facts, there's facts. Right? And it's the same here in the rideshare industry. Fact is there are many, many people still jumping around from location to location, country to country. They can get creative. They can get a car, jump over the border, then hop into a plane, get to the next destination, etc., etc. So, look, let's all work together. That's all I have to say. Facts are facts. Thank you. Tim Odom, asking for trouble if you do. I'm asking for trouble if you do. Who are you referring to? Me? Or what are you referring to? Like asking for trouble. Uberman, Paul, keep your cars clean the best you can. Like I said yesterday, spray down all those car handles, right? Get yourself a microcloth, spray it down. You know, your Target, Costco, Walmart might be out of sanitizer, might be out of hand sanitizer, might be out of wipes. Here, just get yourself a microcloth, maybe Home Depot, high commercial grade disinfectant spray, and then, you know, first point of contact, what is that? Your door handle, right? So if someone has coronavirus and is going onto a surface that's been sprayed down, already you're eliminating a lot of the problem. Then the seats, the seat belts, just wipe everything down where, you know, put yourself, here's a good exercise, right? Put yourself in the back seat. What are all the things I would touch in the back of the car, right? Seat belt, handles, doorknobs, armrests, maybe there's magazines in the front, behind the front seats. Maybe there's a temperature control at the bottom. Wipe it all down. Every single trip. You're doing 30 trips, 30 times 3-minute cleanups, 1.5 hours, 90 minutes per day on full-time drivers is probably, or not probably, should be dedicated to cleaning. Yeah, the Dow is getting hammered. And NCAA just canceled March Madness. NBA canceled its season. This is reality. These are very, very trying times. Stressful times, trying times, right? So they say to really even out the curb a little bit, stay at home, quarantine yourselves. A lot of people are working from home. My fiance will be working from home tomorrow. I said to her, you have your desk on the one side of the house. I'll have my desk. We're not worried about coronavirus, but I don't want to hear her yapping about her work, and she doesn't want to hear me yapping about my work, right? No more one-night stands for Ang Lee. Exactly. Yeah, you be careful with those one-night stands, Ang Lee. Exactly. And Richard says, great time to buy Uber and Lyft stock. I say it's going down further. I would not be surprised we go under the $20 mark within the next week, right? I would not be surprised. We would not be surprised at all. Marcelo Francis says Uber earnings in San Francisco dropped to $10 or $15 per hour. Again, probably because of this. And if the Uber people that I'm communicating with currently are listening in, listen, I look forward to hopefully resolving this before tomorrow's court case, right? So if we can get something tied down, some figures on paper, some letters, we could truly dismiss a case. We just have to mediate and arbitrate. I'm just putting this out there because they might be watching right now. Elias says, I think yesterday the Uber stock was 28. No, it was way lower. It was like 26 yesterday. And wow, going down fast for a crash land. Well, I don't know if it's even going to land. It's just like free fall, right? It's not crashing yet, but it's going down. Dark Road Run, I'm tempted to buy Uber stock at 10. I might jump in there at 10. And Dark Road Run, subscribe to his channel. I absolutely loved that video the other day where he was using duct tape and a Logitech camera, and he was gluing it to the outside. He was driving off, and then the camera dislodged or went backwards and started filming the sky. And then he stops at a gas station, he retapes it, and he's showing us all the ways with this prism technology with super great clarity. And then I sort of had one of the best shots I've seen, the car driving through the night, his car. Coachella got cancelled, delayed by 6 months. So not take away from the story. So Dark Road Runners driving down this highway in the dark, camera facing towards the outside back of the car, and then all these big rigs flying by. It was pretty epic with the music. Dude, you really know your technology stuff, man. Love it. I learn, I'm not a techie guy, but I tell you, I love watching Dark Road Run's channel. He's a tech guru. Dave, the Uber slave, whether you like him or not, also really great about tech things and editing. And, you know, if I just had 10% of their skill set, my videos would be so much better. But it is what it is. You know, I'm having fun. He's having fun. Dark Road's having fun, which is awesome. And if you have not subscribed to this gentleman, he is one of the most honest, funny people out there. The stuff that this guy can do with tech. Have you ever seen, like, when he puts his opens Derek Kay's mouth, or has Derek Kay dancing on stage doing music, and then he injects his voice over? Just pure comedy. Love it, love it, love it. Welcome to Keys Nation, says Uber Lyft is not doing anything to protect the drivers. Look, this is what the video is about. If you're not doing anything to protect the drivers, do not expect this to go up. It'll go down, down, down. You have to really have the balls right now to get in front of the cameras, to get in front of the microphones, disinfect it first, and then just say, look, this is our game plan, right? Show us a game plan. I want to see a game plan with high risk, frequent, you know, what I call high risk riders or high risk passengers are traveling a lot. You have to share that information. It's no longer dollars over lives. It's lives over dollars, my friends, right? And they're so worried about the current state of affairs and the stock price, where they could make some incredible changes or some incredible announcements to install confidence, or at least stop the hemorrhaging, stop the bleeding. Henri Cananda says, let's see the traffic on Saturday and Sunday. Are people really cutting back? Listen, I can tell you right now, my commute from Calabasas to LAX, I'm shaving off 10, 15 minutes each way today, because so many people are working from home. Many schools have been, it's raining in Kardashian land, pretty strong, couple of miles away from me. Yeah. If you got to ask, you don't know. Well, if you got to ask, you don't know. Dara sent emails saying Uber working on suppliers to get driver cleaning supplies. Okay, boy, rock and roll, baby. David's in the house. Welcome. Reinhardt's in the house. 2261 is what I have. Oh, after hour trading, 2020. Oh, after hours, 2236. Boom! The wolves are out. It's bad. It's bad. Hello, world. I'm in England, UK, England, and business is down here. It will get worse, yeah. And then what's interesting, this guy that runs this country, not the biggest fan, but he cuts off all travel to Europe, but allows Ireland and England both ways, travel both ways. Why? Because he has his golf courses and his resorts there. Let's be honest. There's no other reason why the guy did it, right? But you guys in the UK at least benefit from that transatlantic transportation, flights, etc., because you are in England. And our leader here, our superior leader, he has business interests in the UK and Ireland. So, but I was blown away how he just so quickly blamed this as a foreign virus and blaming it on China and Europe. Sad, just saddens me. And then, but by the way, hello world, that's not how I think. And that's not how I want to disrespect my British or European friends. What they did there yesterday, I didn't think was the smartest move. Jason Condit says it's because they speak American. It's because they speak English. I see. Okay. James Giordano, 54 cents a mile in Phoenix, and now the virus will be the death blow. Or it's certainly going to be a bad blow. I don't think it's going to be the death blow, but it will be a bad blow. Nathaniel Davies, good afternoon. How are you? MW, but if you don't load luggage, they complain, and 1 star. Yeah, loading luggage, get yourself some rubber gloves, some disinfectant, then you can still load luggage, right? But that, come on, riders, that's not the reason to give a 1 star. Let's work together here, drivers and riders. These are not the times to hand out 1 stars just because the guy's not going to touch your luggage. So just got another thing that the Disney theme parks are closing. So Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse have a vacation. Pluto is on vacation. Cinderella is on vacation officially. And that goes probably for Disney Anaheim, Disney Paris, Disney China, I guess. All of the Disneylands are on vacation. So while I'm making this video, March Madness ended and Disneyland closed down. Isn't that interesting? In 21 minutes, 2 massive, massive organizations reaping in hundreds and hundreds of millions and billions of dollars have just, within the last 21 minutes, shut down. Dark Road Run, Uber is encouraging its engineers to work from home, but still wanting drivers and passengers to use the system. They are such hypocrites. And thank you for saying this, because this is what I've been saying daily. Just true hypocrites to the word. As Dark Road Run said, Uber is encouraging its engineers to work from home, but still wanting drivers and passengers to use the system. That is the height of being a hypocrite. So that label, I'm going to have this huge label. I'm going to put it in the coals like a cattle in the old days. Giant brand with hypocrite on it. Get it really orange hot, and I'm going to brand it on the inside of his leg. I'm not going to even go remotely close to his butt cheek, but bam, on his thigh. Hypocrite. That's what he is. So double standards, my friends. What's good for us is not good for you, right? Double standards. David Garcia in the house. How are you feeling, my friend, after the accident? Hope you're feeling strong and stronger day by day. Richard Feinberg says Uber knows that without the drivers, they can't survive. That's it. Finally, Tony West says the company is not about the drivers. The company is not about the drivers. We are a tech platform. Let's find out what the truth is today. The company is zero without the drivers. We made Uber. True statement. We made Uber. All the people in this channel, in this house, in our house, they are the people, along with Dustin's channel, all those people, all those other YouTubers, all those drivers worldwide, none excluded. Every single one of them has been carting in wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow with cash. Dollar notes, $5 notes, $10 notes, $20 notes, $100 notes. We are the company, right? Why are we the company? Look at a guy like Johnny Chingas, 24,000 rides, right? Let's just say Johnny Chingas made an average, a very low average of $10 per trip for Uber. That's $240,000. $240,000 from one of 4 million drivers. You do the math. Thin beam image, they have the wrong business model. Very unfortunate for them. Very unfortunate for them in these times, in these trying times. It's probably the wrong business model. Self-driving robots? No, I don't think passengers would get into cars with self-driving robots, but nice visual there. Did you see that Quiet Place 2 has been postponed as well? Manca Travel, Bolt, Bucharesti, Uber stole my tips Saturday and Sunday. There we go, let's announce it. You're listening in Uber, you stole the tips. Go to the account, let's get the money back. Let me read you from my communication with the attorneys this morning. Show your company, show the world that your company cares more about lives than dollars. That was the end statement of my email to this attorney this morning. And by the way, we're going back and forth the last few days. So I always slip in messages that hopefully something sticks. You know, I put this out in the universe. I put this statement out in the universe. I put this statement out in the universe. Dark Road Run says, gotta run, take care all. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. We love you. Travel safe. And if you are going to Japan, as you said you might be, do keep us informed. I'd love to see some live footage there from Japan. Teddy T, how are you? Good to see you. In the house. Got a new article for you. Send it on over, my friend. I always love receiving your news. Teddy T in the house. Or David J took the dog for a walk and now she smells like wet dog. Yeah, wet dog out. I wouldn't take my dog out right now. But I guess they got to go, right? They love the rain. They love the rain. All right, my friends, I'm going to wrap this up under 30 minutes. I have a crazy schedule ahead of me. And I've got to prepare for tomorrow. Big day. Hopefully I don't have to go to court. Hopefully I get it all resolved today. Nathaniel Davis says, depends on the 3G network. I hate going to Japan and using the internet. You have to do everything Wi-Fi. Interesting. John Bevan says, good luck, world, Godspeed. Exactly. That's a nice statement. Yeah, let's just spread that. Spread that. Richard Feinberg says, our healthcare system's so back, it's going to get worse before it gets. They're just not prepared. They don't have the respiratory, whatever machines. They don't have enough gloves. They don't have enough masks. They're just so ill prepared for this, right? It took them by surprise, right? So they, it's like when you want to cut and you don't want to save and you don't want to hire experts or listen to experts, but you're like, never happen. And boom, there it is, right at your front door. Yeah, we still carrying on with April the 1st. Absolutely. I'm gonna gear up to April 1st, right? Might even be really pushing that tomorrow. I just right now don't want to antagonize. I want to get paid, guys. I want to get paid. I am owed a lot of money by Uber and Lyft. I'm owed a lot of money by Uber. I want to get paid, right? So right now, I'll be honest. I'm going to take care of the channel, but I also got to take care of myself because I can't deliver so many good drivers, so much education for this company and not get paid. So just like you want to get paid, I want to get paid. And then depending on how they act, I can ramp it up anytime. I can turn up the amplifier to the max sound level if I have to. 14% Uber drop. Yeah. $22.10. Ooh, might even go below. We might even witness. I just got the article link. Thank you so much. We might just witness $21. David Turner, I pray for all the drivers and made everyone find an alternative means of making money. That's I do too. Thank you, David Turner. It's very nice of you. Brady Daniels have all the gate codes stored from past Uber and Lyft rides. Let's get egging. I like it. I like it. Jeffrey Rivera, hello from Tampa. How are you? Ryan Sullivan, no, like volume 11. We can go up to volume 50. You know, we're on about 10, 11. I'll agree. If you got to ask, you don't know, make sure you crack your windows down with passengers, turn off in-cabin circulation off, only fresh air from outside when getting gas, mask. Be sure you use the hand sanitized disposable gloves. Well, come on. Thank you, my friend. Pooh Films. What up? What up, Pooh Films? For sure on the fresh air. I like it. I love the suggestions. I love the ideas. You guys rock. Right? And load up. Load up. D3. See that unit there? 10,000 IU. That's the one you want to get. Take 2 of those a day. Load up, load up, load up. Spray down, spray down, spray down. Like I say, if you don't have the sanitizer, they're sold out, whatever, just wipe it all down. Multiple times. People, when I dropped off clients, I don't do any pickups at airports anymore. You know that, right? I just do drop-offs, right? So when I drop off, there I am unloading the luggage, you know, wipe down my hands, blah, blah, blah. Get them going, wish them well, elbow bump, no high five, no handshake, right? And I see other Uber and Lyft drivers that know me or recognize me from the channel, and they can see that I'm spraying, and they're like, thumbs up. Other guy gave me thumbs up. Yo, keep it clean, keep it sanitized, bro. Yo, California sanitation, bro. Absolutely. We're doing everything we can. Reinhard Shikora in the house. It's now a good time to buy Uber-Aktien. Weiß ich, ob man jetzt Aktien kauft. Ich würde mit Uber-Aktien auf $15 warten. Ich glaube, es geht runter auf $15, Reinhard. A little bit of German to my German friend there. If you get to ask, you don't know, Amazon Flex will get, you know what I don't like about Amazon Flex? Here's something very disgusting about Amazon Flex, which I found out yesterday. We literally forced these other companies to put a fund together to pay up to 14 days for infected drivers. Amazon Flex is not doing that. What's wrong with you, Jeff Bezos, you cheap ass? You moved to California, buy a $165 million home, but you can't chip in money to a fund to keep your drivers who are delivering your goods in case they get coronavirus. Why? Why are you saving there? Why are you being such a greedy bastard, right? It's because this. Money is dollar over lives. Jeff Bezos. Dollars over lives. Derek K. Dollars over lives. We'll see how that formula works out for you karma-wise in the universe. Think about it, Jeff. Think about it, Derek. You put dollars over lives. Think about how it plays out in the universe karma-wise. You put the cash over the life. Think about it. Gift from Artemis. Rancho Cucamonga in the house. Just enjoying the wet trenches today. We're in the wet trenches with our coats, our ponchos. Whoop, 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 whoop. Lying in the wet trenches. Waiting for a trip. I'm lying in the wet trenches. Waiting for a trip. Dankeschön, Dankeschön, Reinhard. Wünsche dir einen wunderschönen Tag, mein Freund. Milas Diaf. 20,000 IU D3 daily, a little excessive? No, not at all. Not at all. 5 to 10,000 is completely fine. They will give a AIDS patient 50,000 IU per day. 50,000 IU, right? I have several friends that are doctors and surgeons. A lot of AIDS patients in Africa know that they were giving them 50,000 IU to keep their immune system up, right? So 20,000 is not excessive at all. You don't believe me? See that there? Right? 10,000 each. Let's see if I drop down dead if I take 2. There, 2, right? Believe me? 2. Swallowed it without liquid, but there it is. Let's wait 10 minutes and see if I drop over. See if it's excessive. Food deliveries only. Teddy says, I wipe the car with Lysol wipes and spray disinfectant. So far, so good. Whoop, whoop. I love it. Want to keep my friend Teddy safe out there. You're valuable, my friend. You're a very important person. You really are. You're a good person. So just stay safe. Stephen Lopez, you the man, brother. I send you love back, Steve. Hope you and your family are doing great, staying protected in these trying times. And may you just stay safe and stay out of harm's way. That's all I can wish Stephen and his family and all the other drivers out there. Let's all work together on this one, right? The information, I can tell you, I was probably the first YouTuber to attack this topic. I would challenge any other YouTuber to say that they started talking about the coronavirus before I did. I started very, very early. And you know why? Is because when you start reading a lot of articles and you see something coming down the pipeline, it's better to start educating and prepared. So maybe combined, all of us together, Stephen, Sandyman, Teddy, Jimmy, so on, Ron, maybe collectively we all made a difference because we weren't that person and that person saw that video and that person saw, hey, buy this, and this person said buy this, and collectively we're working together, and we probably collectively have made a big difference. That is the difference between us on the one side, people who are willing, listen to me carefully, people who are willing to talk about the problem, good or bad, and on the other side, executives such as Logan Green and Derek Kay, who just, like an ostrich, put their head under the sand, cover it with gravel, right, and say, I don't want to see any bad stuff in the world. I don't want to hear any bad stuff in the world. And I certainly don't want to speak any bad stuff in the world. Don't share this with me. Dude, pull your head out your ass. Pull your head out of the sand. Wake up. Talk to the people. Prepare the people. Share the stuff that makes a difference. Put your money where your mouth is. Get these kits. Get them out. Get the sanitizers out. You have our addresses. Get the shit out. Get deliveries of boxes, right? Start working, man. You've got the cash. We've brought you the cash. Just take one day's earnings and take one day's world earnings and put that into coronavirus fund for drivers. Go Donny.com. It's all good here. All good. Okay, I'm glad it's all good. Thank you, Reinhard. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, you don't, Angeli, you've never heard about the bird that buries their head? Ostriches, they go underneath the sand, they pick for stones, they eat gravel and stones all day long. You should see what comes, what an ostrich eats on a basic day. John Blocksam, hola mi amigo. Good luck on your case tomorrow. Yeah, I hope to get it resolved today. I really do. I really, really hope I do not have to drive to court tomorrow. I hope these guys, as they've said, want to get this resolved, right? Let's close the books, my friends. Let's get this resolved. Dave, the Uber Save just made a video. It says, Universal Studios City Walk security told me to move, but I refused. Got to watch that one. Why is he refusing the security? What did the security say to Dave that he refused? You know, that headline alone makes you curious, doesn't it? David says, 100% agree. It would be nice if they showed they care by sending in care package of sanitizers and other health products. 100%. That would go a long way, you know. Dollars over lives. Dollars over lives is what they care about. No, my friends, it's the other way around right now. Lives over dollars, right? So there, Uber wrote some. Uber, where are you from? From Japan? What language is that? Something, my friend. Cool. I hope it's all good. I hope that's all positive. Maybe somebody translate that into English for me. I can do a cut and paste later and translate that in Google. But I hope it's good. Abstract Echo, they bury their heads under their piles of money. Taiwan in the house. Sending you much love. Be safe over there in Taiwan, brother. Go Donny Com, Father Jesus, it was all of us. I'm just letting you know. Thanks for all you do. Come on, man. The guy loves those 3 words. Come on, man. How did that like get branded into your brain? This come on, man. Did you start saying that as a teenager? Because there's not a sentence that goes by. You add, come on, man. I'm going to sleep. Come on, man. I am now having breakfast. Come on, man. Let's add more salt to this stew. Come on, man. Let's go for a walk in the rain with the dog. Come on, man. Where did you get that from? I'm just curious. Every single sentence I've heard from him. Come on, man. Right? Let's buy disinfectant spray. Come on, man. Go Donny.com. You love those 3 words. David Garcia, good luck with the hearing. Cool. All right, my friends, I appreciate you all. We're on 32 thumbs up. I know we can get it to 40. Helps my algorithms, the positive algorithms, to get the story out. After trading, woo! Maybe we should wait a little while. It's on 2203. Maybe we can witness 21. Should we wait a little while? It's on 2203 after trading, after hours. Let's see what happens here. $22.03. We are losing money. We are losing honey. 100% we are. We are losing. Moon, should I buy? I say it's going to go lower. I'm going to say it's going to go till about 18. Go Donnycom says, because all the stories that my passengers tell me, I really have to ask him, really, come on, man. Okay, that's where it comes from. Good question. Will Uber go bankrupt if the stock goes to $1? Don't know if they could pay their bills at that. They have a huge infrastructure. It's a good question. Edom Tedler, while taking all precautions, it is imperative to think in terms of perfect health regarding self-talk. The battle is always spiritual. Stay fearless to keep your vibration aligned with well-being. I totally believe in that. It's very, very true. Keep your vibration aligned with the well-being. Oh, it jumped up. It went to 23.54. Somebody must have just come to the rescue. Okay, Donnie says you should buy today. Okay, Donnie, let's say you bought now, 23.54 today. Let's address this tomorrow in 2 days' time. Let's see. Let's address it in a week's time. Microsoft's also down a lot. Thank you for sharing, Moon. Romeo, how are you? Good to see you. All right, my friends, we did hit that 40 mark. I appreciate you guys. We're going to wind the sucker down. After trading, sitting at 23.54. After hours, 4:59 p.m. EDT. And let's see where we are tomorrow. I would like to know where I'm tomorrow. Big day for me. So there is an email that just went out. There's one part that sticks out here, which I want to read. Cleaning supplies for your car. We are working to provide drivers with disinfectants to help you keep your car clean. Supplies are very limited, but we are partnering with manufacturers and distributors to source as much as possible. We'll be prioritizing distribution to drivers in cities with the greatest need. That part to me makes sense, but again, they should have thought about this a long time ago. We'll be in touch with more details as we have them. All right, Bella Denver just walked in. Okay, my friends. Anything else important? Oh, just announced that Amazon launches 25 million fund for drivers. See, they were probably also hammered because they said they wouldn't do it. And then they got hammered and hammered, just like I just hammered them in. So there's an article that just came out now that now Amazon launches 25 million fund for drivers. Thank you, Jeff Bezos, for having a heart. Maybe the universe overturned his decision while we were talking, but in this very speech, I was mentioning him. In this very speech, I was talking about facts from yesterday where they would not set aside money for a fund. Today, 24 hours later, 1:59 p.m., thanks to Mark Botts for sending the article, Amazon launches 25 million fund for drivers and seasonal employees. Now I'm curious. The stock just went down from 22.56. It went down to 22.06 literally within 2 minutes. Will I see $21 in this live stream? Let's just wait a little while. Better late than never. 100% better late than never. Better to overturn your first idiotic decision with a good decision. And that goes for both. It goes for Dara and for Jeff Bezos, who a few days ago said, no, they may be thinking about it. And Bezos said, no, it wouldn't happen. Boom, where we stand today. Commitment, $25, Jeff Bezos. And Uber commitment, 14 days for drivers and riders. Funding, any funding that they're losing out on if they are subjected. I do have a request to Dara. I do have a request to Logan. Please do share the information of high-risk travelers, high-risk riders, high-risk passengers, people that frequent many countries, many states. They are on trade shows, salespeople, etc. Do not couple us with these type of people and share that information with the CDC. That would go a long way in slowing down the spread. Ron Reagan says, I picked up a client at SFO who flew in from Spain only. Oof. Yeah, Spain's a hard one, got hit hard. It's right next to, Spain's right below France. France is right next to Italy. Junkyard Mechanic, good to see you here. Uber and Lyft going down, 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 down. Yeah, Reinhard says, I'll go to Costco and buy toilet. One of my stops today is Costco. I don't know what I'm going to get there. Hopefully I can pick something up, some toilet paper. Because if you have to stay indoors for 2 weeks to flatten out the curve, that's what they call flattening out the curve. Let's see, let me see here. Elias sent me a good article. I want to see sanitizer at these porta potties. I want to see clean facilities, right? Please put the money in there. Whatever you have to do, even LAX, whoever's in charge of these airports, whether it's the city, the state, the company, rock and roll, man, spend the money. Oust the current management, 100%. Thank you. We're trying, right? We're trying to oust the management. We're trying to get competent management in there, aren't we? Aren't we, Scott? We're trying to make some changes there, lad. Changes to a company. Get rid of the frickin' management. Have no clue there. Don't know what they're doing. Have no clue what they're doing. Slap them out the door. Slap the next one out the door. Slap the next executive out the door. Come on, lad. Grab your stuff. Grab your bags. Grab your pencils. Grab your briefcase. It was your last day at Uber. Leave right now. We need new, fresh, smart people. Exactly. Brave people. Brave hearts. We need brave hearts. Smart brave hearts. Upside down, you're turning me. Upside down and round. Stuff goes upside down. Mr. and Mrs. Brown, we've got to be funny. We've got to inject a little bit of humor in these sad and stressful times. Coronavirus. The vampires, the zombies, and the coronaviruses are replaced with humor. The Hoff is in the house. Driven the Hoff many a times. The Hoff calls me Mr. Africa. The Hoff, good guy. The Hoff. Knight Rider. Awesome guy. I like him a lot. I like his Welsh wife as well. Absolute sweetheart. Great couple. Amen. Yeah, we need a little bit of funny, don't we? I agree, Mr. and Mrs. Brown. We need a little bit of funny. Just a little bit funny. That's all I need. Just a little bit funny. Yeah, I've always had too much coffee. Way too much coffee, but I love it. No kidding. Every time he sees me, the Hoff, he says, Mr. Africa, how are we doing? Doing good. Always talk rugby, talk about his... And here's something very, very interesting I'm going to reveal to you guys. In South Africa, I dated the same girl as the Hoff did. Actually sat down with them in a table in a nightclub, and her name is Pamela Lewis, South African girl. The Hoff dated her and I dated her, so that was like a common story. We would share stories about Pamela Lewis, South African girl. The Hoff is on fire. All right, let's go. Dewey Fisher. Stupid people are panicking. Wouldn't brand people as stupid people. I would just say there's fear and panic, but we shouldn't. I can't sing to save my life, dear. I don't want to be on The Masked Singer. I don't want to be on American Idol. Wouldn't work out well for my career. Would tank like these stocks if I went on those shows. 2210. Sort of hoping I would see, I shouldn't say that. I was hoping I'd see 21. Shouldn't say that. I should encourage an upward trend, shouldn't I? But back to life. Back to reality, back to life, back to reality, into my car, do some ride sharing, back to life, back to reality. All right, Edom says, funny thing about karma is that you never know how it plays out. The kind of karma Uber and Lyft have incurred with the blood, sweat, and tears of the drivers is severe, to say the least. Douchebags. Pretty powerful statement. Sing it. Back to life, back to reality, back to my car, back to make money. Bum, 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 bum. The Hoff says, nothing to fear, expect. Feet itself? You mean fear itself. Nothing to fear, expect, fear itself. I like that. The wise words of the Hoff. What you sow, you reap, says John Baker. Good day, mate. Benslick in the house. I like those cool Ray-Ban shades you got on there, lad. Alrighty, I got to get going. Sort of run out of steam here. Little bit of wellness formula, a little bit of D3, a little bit of vitamin C, a little bit of deep lung, and we're off into the race, my friends. That'd be cool. Watch some smart rich kid will probably buy Uber out and oust current management if it gets to $10. Woo! That would be awesome. Maybe Bolt, maybe the CEO of Bolt does it. I got my turmeric. I've already taken my turmeric this morning. The best. The best. Man, do I love turmeric. Guys, you guys need to check up the natural health benefits of turmeric. Off the charts. Okay, we're on 22:10. Nothing's moving, man. Nothing is moving here. That's it. That's it all. That's all, folks. That's where we are right now. 22:10, I guess that's where. You guys have a good one. Mark Roughton, Sandyman, I'm out of here. Just before the hour is over, I appreciate the 52 thumbs up. Showing 23:01. Interesting. Why is yours showing 23:01? Let me see. Could be. Could be. I'm not saying it's not. Mine's still refreshing. So it could very well be that it's on 23:01. Good. Yeah, Bolt needs to get here. Bolt on over. Yeah, I showed 22:10 in after hour tradings. Alex Ross, Edom, all of you guys have a good one. Drive safe, eyes on the road. If it's raining out there, drive slower. No need for speeding, no need for tailgating. Oh, I see it. It did close on 22:61. There it is. And we'll wait for tomorrow. Have a great, great day. Be safe, my friends. Thank you.